My name is Lynn Hunter Rowe and I live in Felport. The Lingfield Garden site is, I just want everybody to be aware, the people on the Lingfield Plan and the Parish Council is well aware of the Felport against speeding drivers down in Felport, all the accidents at Jack's Bridge. If y'all let houses go up to Lingfield Gardens, that's just going to cause major traffic congestion and all kind of things. Plus there's flooding. So there's plenty of other sites I thought that the Lingfield Plan could have put forward. And I do believe that by having that on the website, to me it shows bias for the property developer that's put up all the signs. And that has apparently furnished the sign that y'all showed. I would assume that he's the one that put those signs up. So if you're giving him an opportunity to put all the signs up and stuff, it seems like everybody else should have the same opportunity to put their signs up to build them. I agree we need building, but that's just come as a complete surprise to loads of people.
If I could just say a couple of things on that. Anybody can put the signs up that they want, as long as they've got the agreement with people whose land it is that they're putting them on. But the Starfield Action Group has paid for the signs that we have here this evening. Andrew Telfer, who's looking at Lingfield Gardens, has paid for a number of them, but we have paid as the Starfield Action Group for a number of those. So don't think that all those Starfield signs are just paid for by that, but they're not. The ones that I have here this evening are paid for by us.
My name's Sarah Blake. I wanted to know what the reasons that Starfields were rejected before. What were the, why was it thought of as unsuitable? Because surely that's quite important to put in our email.
Well, it's in the guidelines on the Neighbourhood Plan website and the Lingfield Parish Council website. It was deemed unsuitable because there was a mention about the view from the Racecourse Road Town Hill towards the church, that it was the important setting for the conservation area. There was a large number, it was mentioned there was a large number of listed properties around the fields, and that any development on this site would be inappropriate and would harm the setting of the conservation area. In the current local plan document, where it introduces Starfields, it says it is an agricultural field with one listed building to the east. It doesn't mention the Grade 1 listed church and the Grade 1 listed houses to the west. So it was ruled out as being unsuitable because of its importance in preserving the setting of the conservation area. And as Andrea has said at the beginning, one of the things that the purposes of the Greenbelt is to preserve the setting of a conservation area or heritage assets. And they've just totally ignored it this time round. It's not even mentioned.
And that, if I may say so, being part of their own argument previously for it being ruled out. So they have more or less rejected their own arguments.
Linda Evans from Station Road. Do we know the actual reason why they are now proposing Starfields? Do we know what's actually making them do it?
I will tell you a fact I found out yesterday. The developers, Walbro Homes, had a pre-application, this is before they put in a planning application, a pre-application meeting with the Tandridge District Council Planning Department somewhere on or about the 24th of March this year. And they presented to Tandridge a rough plan of what they were going to put in their planning application. And my hunch is that on the 24th of March, when they looked at the pre-application documents, they changed their mind. So there is an application likely to be lodged at some time in the future. future. Walborough Homes have already started investigating the site, very prematurely in my opinion, but the developers are quite aggressive in terms of dealing with residents, and they're from Essex. Not that I've got anything against Essex, but they are not local people who have any understanding about the importance of Starfields and our conservation area.
David Fosham. At the last meeting, it was stated that the conservation area map, which I think was provided by Surrey County Council, was wrong. There's no mention of that today. Does that mean that you found it was actually right after all, or what?
I don't think we said that the conservation area map was wrong. It was Councillor Mark Ridge who said that it was wrong, but he had actually not been given the correct information. The upper part of this site is conservation area, and it runs all the way down to New Place, and obviously it goes from here. This designation, there were 3 conservation areas in Lingfield, and then they were all linked up together, so it goes right up to the cage. And in fact, if you walk around just down town, through Old Town, on the left-hand side, you'll see a map of the conservation area.
That map's wrong.
Well, I'm afraid Tandridge published that map, so they'll have to argue against themselves